my name is Chad Bishop, and I'm here for the first segment of my new show, Cooking with Chad. I have recipes that have been handed down through my family here in Maine, in a small town in Maine, and I'll also have recipes that I've learned out in California. I am a professional by no means. I haven't been to school for cooking, I don't work in a restaurant, I just love to cook. And I love doing really easy recipes and sharing them with people. So I figured the best recipe to start off this show would be one that's been handed down through my family for generations, and my mom just gave it to me recently, and I grew up with it, is blueberry cake with a lemon drizzle. Now, the ingredients you'll need for today's recipe are 4 eggs, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of shortening, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2/3 cup of milk, 3 cups of blueberries, 3 cups of flour, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees and that you also have a 9x13 non-stick or greased and floured pan. Now what you're going to want to do is cream together in a bowl your eggs, your sugar, your shortening, and your vanilla. Now I'm not going to lie to you, I do like shortcuts. But one of the ones that seems to really work out for me is creaming things together. I don't like to take a whole lot of time doing that, so I do use a hand mixer, and so far with all the recipes that I've done that with, they've come out the way they're supposed to, or at least close to. So we're just gonna go do that. Go ahead and throw them all in a bowl and blend them right up, all right? So we'll go ahead and put in the eggs, the sugar, the shortening, and you know, back in these small towns in Maine, I still know people that actually cook with lard, which is animal fat, I think. Like the runoff of the animal fat after you boil it or something. It's kind of gross. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot, like schooling wise, but I have fun with what I do, and I like doing it. There we go. That all set, and we'll blend it together. There. Next, what you're going to want to do is alternate by adding the flour and the milk. And we're going to go ahead and put the 2 teaspoons of baking powder in with the flour. And then, like I said, we're going to alternate them with the milk in the mixture so we don't get any clumps. Flour and milk. And blend it. More flour, last of it, and the last of the milk. Another important lesson, keep your fingers out of the bowl while the blender's going. Tastes good. Okay, next what we're going to do is fold in or stir in the blueberries. Now you don't want to mix those up because they'll just gush all over the place. Now if you cannot get fresh blueberries, that's okay. You can use frozen blueberries and it comes out just as moist. Just make sure that when you thaw out the blueberries that you drain out the juice, or you're going to have a purple cake. Pour them in just like that. Get all the blueberries in there. There. And just fold them in like this. There. Now your cake's going to come out a little bluish, purplish anyways, because they are blueberries. Now what my mom said she's also done in the past with this recipe is pour it into a couple of smaller cake pans, and then you can put some homemade whipped topping in between them with some kind of frosting or a glazed drizzle over the top to just pump it up a notch, I guess, you know. But I think we'll be quite happy with the result that we're going to have today. Alright, got that all stirred up. See that? Now, we're ready to go ahead and put it in our cake pan, and then we're going to put it in the preheated oven for 45 to 50 minutes, depending on, you know, how your oven cooks, what you're cooking in, that sort of thing. And I've got my 9x13 pan, all greased and floured. We're going to go ahead and pour the mixture in. Just going to go ahead and pour it in like this. Get it all in there. 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 That looks good. I know, I'm old school when it comes to this. I throw my fingers into it. I'm not really a germaphobe, and plus this is gonna bake for almost an hour. So I'm gonna put it in our preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 45 to 50 minutes, okay? There's that. Now I'm gonna show you how to make the lemon drizzle glaze that goes on top of the cake. Now, the ingredients you'll need for the lemon sauce are 2 lemons with a grater, because you'll need both the juice and the grated rind off the lemon, 2 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 2 cups of water. Now, as you can see, I've already started with the lemon on the rind. You just want to take the smaller end of a grater and just go like this and just get down to the white, but don't get the white in there. It's mostly for that zest taste, that citrus taste from the peel itself. Now, you're not going to get a whole lot, but you're going to get enough to make a difference and to give that tart to go with all the sugar, the sweet. What you want to do is go ahead and mix up your sugar and your cornstarch really good. Put it in a pan over medium heat, and then add your water little by little, stirring. And once you get all the water stirred in, you're going to want to bring it to a little bit of a boil so it'll thicken. Okay, got all of our water in. And depending on the consistency that you want with your lemon sauce, you can add a little bit more water to make it a little bit more runny, or a little bit more cornstarch to make it a little bit thicker. And once that does come to a boil, like it is right now, you just go ahead and add in the lemon juice and lemon rind that I've grated in there. Just pour it in, just like that. I'll stir that in. Oh yeah, it has a nice thick consistency to it, but it's not too thick. Sometimes my mom likes to make it, she always says it has pudding consistency. I didn't want it that thick. Let's go ahead and see if that cake's done. And my pot holder, safety first. Oh yeah, it is done. Look at that. I am serving it tomorrow morning, but I always love to try my creations first. So, Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. That looks delicious. And the homemade lemon sauce. Look at that. So there you have it. Melt in your mouth blueberry cake with lemon sauce. Mmm. Delicious. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. Until next time, this is Chad Bishop saying, see you later.